The layers lets you organize your work into distinct levels that can be edited and viewed as individual units. Every Photoshop contains at least one layer. A Photoshop image can consist of multiple layers. With each layer containing different objects in the image. Parts of the layer window panel. Layer visibility. The eye shows that the selected layer is visible. By clicking the eye icon to any layer on the layer panel will hide and show the layer. The blending mode specified in the options bar controls how pixels in the image are affected by a painting or editing tool. Think in terms of the following colors when visualizing a blending mode's effect. The base color is the original color in the image. The blend color is the color being applied with the painting or editing tool. The result color is the color resulting from the blend. Blending mode descriptions. In the blend mode pop-up menu, scroll over different options to see how they look on your image. Photoshop displays a live preview of blend modes on the canvas. Only the normal, dissolve, darken, multiply, lighten, linear dodge, difference, hue, saturation, color, luminosity, lighter color and darker color blending modes are available for 32-bit images. Opacity or fill in Photoshop. When using layers, a common question is, what is the difference between opacity and fill in Photoshop? Using opacity and fill in Photoshop will improve your photography. The opacity and fill of a layer can be changed in Photoshop Layer panel. To change these attributes, you simply select the layer you want to work on and move the opacity and fill sliders to get desired effect. The main difference between the two is the following. The opacity will change the transparency of everything that is in the selected layer. Fill will change the transparency of whatever is filling the layer but will ignore any effects that have been applied to it. Layer lock. Unlock a layer to be able to edit or transform it. In Photoshop, layers are like separate transparent sheets that allow you to add and edit photos on different levels. Locking a layer protects it from changes as you work. When a layer is locked, you cannot edit it, delete it, or paint on it. Link layer. The purpose of linking layers is to move and transform two or more layers together. Select any layer in the layers palette and click the empty square R next to the eye icon of any other layer. You'll see a chain icon appear, indicating these two layers are linked. Select the Move tool. Use your mouse to move the layers in unison or with two layers linked. Open the Edit menu and click the Transform and rotate it. Again, the images should move together. You can click the chain icon to unlink them. A layer style is simply one or more layer effects and blending options applied to a layer. Layer effects are things like drop shadows, stroke, and color overlays. Merge layers. Enables you to permanently combine information from two or more separate layers. To create a new layer, click the New Layer button near the lower right corner of the Layers panel. The new layer will appear in the Layers panel. To duplicate a layer, press the Shift key plus J on your keyboard. To delete a layer. If you find that you no longer need a layer, you can delete it. To do this, simply select the layer and press the Delete key on your keyboard. You can also click and drag the layer to the trash can in the lower right corner of the Layers panel. To group layers, add a group folder by clicking on the Create a New Group button in the Layers menu. To rename the group, simply double-click over the name and type a new name. To group layers, simply select a layer, hold down your mouse and drag the layer into the group folder. Reorder layers. You can change the stacking order of layers to move elements forward or backward. The stacking order determines whether a layer appears in front of or behind other layers. By default, the background layer must remain at the bottom of the stack. To move the background layer, you need to convert it into a regular layer first. In the Layers panel, select one or more layers. To select more than one layer, hold down the Control key and click each layer. To change the stacking order, do one of the following. Drag the layer up or down the Layers panel to the new position. Or click the Layer menu, Arrange, and choose Bring to Front, Bring Forward, Send Backward, or Send to Back. Layers activity. Create a new blank document. Click the File menu, New. Rename the document to Layers. Set the preset to Web. Size to 800 by 600 pixels. Set the resolution to 72 pixels inch. Change the color mode to RGB color. Set the background content to white and click OK. In the bottom right of your window panel you should have the Layers window. Or click the Window menu and click Layers. Create a new layer by pressing the appropriate button at the bottom of the Layers window. Set the foreground color to black by clicking on the foreground color to open the color picker and select black. Press the letter G on your keyboard to select the Paint Bucket tool or choose the Paint Bucket tool icon in the toolbar. Click on the canvas to fill it with black. We have two layers, one black and one white. Since the black layer is above, it's displayed while the white one is hidden. Switch the foreground color to yellow and use the horizontal type tool to write something. The background layer is locked. Note the padlock on the right of the layer thumbnail, this means it can't be modified. To unlock the background layer, double-click on it and hit OK. To rename the type of the layers, simply click on the layer title in the Layers window to rename it. Select the bottom layer, the white one, set the foreground color to orange. Grab the paint bucket tool and click to fill. Select the black layer. Grab the eraser tool and select around 300 pixels brush. Click once in the canvas. Once erased the center of the black layer, a part of the orange layers appears. To enhance the layers, you can put a stroke on the text layer or drop shadows on the black layer.